Desire your prayers this morning. I know that we may be few in number, but we've already made the effort to come out and be here this morning. Shouldn't we take the opportunity and try to serve the Lord? We're already here. Why not? It seems like, as I was listening to these brothers before me, it seems like that we're all kind of thinking along the same path this morning. Much of what you brothers have talked about has been on my mind. I don't know what the case may be with me this morning. I've got no pride about this thing. I'm not afraid to stand up here and make a fool out of myself and just take my seat. I'm okay with that. I made a promise a long time ago that I'd be willing to do that. But you know, I was thinking about what Brother Randy was saying about how that at any moment, at any time, that Jesus could have uttered one word and put a stop to everything. Father, enough. I've had enough. Come and get me. It's all it would have took was one sentence, Brother Mike. And where would our hope be? But it says in Isaiah, as a sheep is led before the shearer, so he opened not his mouth. And you know, when Jesus knew that his time was coming, and he went and he took him, Peter, and a couple of his disciples, and he went to a little garden. And he told his disciples, you wait here. And I'm going to go, you wait and you keep watching. I'm going to go and pray for just a minute at a time. Brother Mike, just pray for a moment. And you know, when he went and he traveled back into the garden there, and he laid down on his face and cried unto the Lord. And it said that he cried, and his sweat became his blood. Listen. And you know, he said, Father, let this cup pass from me. Oh, but in the end, thy will be done. And you know, when the soldiers come, when Judas had betrayed him into their hands, listen. And you know, he come, he had some faithful followers, listen. When they came to take him, they asked him, listen, he walked out to meet him and said, whom do you seek? Listen, and they said, Jesus of Nazareth, people. And he looked at him and said, I am he. Listen, and you know what? Listen, he asked him one more time. He said, whom do you seek? Listen, and they said, Jesus of Nazareth. Listen, people, and he looked at him and said, I am he. Here I am, Brother Mike. Listen, and Peter, he drew his sword there. When they began to lay their hands on the Lord, listen, he drew his sword and he smote one of the soldiers and chopped his ear off. Listen, and you know what? Jesus looked at him and said, Peter, you sheathe your sword. Listen, my Father has given me this cup. Shall I not drink of it? People, listen, shame on us. When troubles come, listen, when trials come, how quick are we to say, why me again, Lord? Why my faith faced with this, people? Do you have troubles down here? Listen, if you don't, you just wait a little bit, because they're coming. Listen, I've got two small children in this world, Brother Joe. I've got one more on the way. Listen, if troubles ain't here today, they'll be here tomorrow. Listen, where is your faith this morning? Listen, where are your treasures laid up home? Listen, because if you put your faith in men and women of this world, if you put stock in the things, listen, I feel sorry for you, because, listen, they're going to betray you down here. I guarantee you that. Listen, you know. Listen, out of work, we started a little Bible study at lunchtime. We take about an hour, and we go off and we lock ourselves in a little conference room there. Listen, there's only a handful of us, Brother Josh. You know, they asked me to try to lead a little Bible study for them. And you know what? I struggled with it at first. Listen, because we have certain policies, listen, in place, but you know what, listen, I agreed to her there, and we go up. We've been doing it for a few weeks now. We'll go up and we'll pick a topic, listen, and you know what, listen, you take a young man or woman, a young Christian, they can ask some tough questions, Brother Chan, and I've been praying a whole lot more about, I had a man ask me the other day, he said, Jeremy, why can't I pray to God? Why do I gotta pray to Jesus? You think about that, you try to answer that question, listen, it's not as easy as it sounds, but you know what I told him? I said, you give me a night, tomorrow I'll have you an answer. Listen, I can read a long time ago. Listen, when Moses went up on a mountain, listen, to speak to God, said he was a friend of God. You think about that, but you know what? When he went up on this mountain, he couldn't even face my Lord. I had to turn away from God. I couldn't even look at him. Listen, when he came off that mountain, listen, the people gathered around. They couldn't even look at Moses. Hair bleached solid white, just from standing in the presence. Listen, and you know, you go a little further. One time, some men were carrying the ark of the covenant of God. Listen, and that ark was where God himself was said to dwell. Listen, and I was carrying it along. You know what? One of them slipped and fell and stumbled, and that ark teetered on his platform. One of them boys reached out to steady it, and when he touched it, he fell down dead. My Lord was walking through a little town square there one time. People thronging about him. Wanted to see this man. Listen, I was blessing him and touching him and groping him. Listen, and one elderly woman said she had an issue of blood from the time she was born. She got down on her hands and knees and crawled through that crowd to my Lord. When he passed by, she reached out a feeble hand and just touched his robe, and that disease left her body. She was healed instantly. People, we're not meant to handle God power. Listen, but I met a man when I was 18 years old who picked me up off the ground, took me by my hand, and he took his father's hand and said, I got you, buddy. Listen to me. When my God, he kicked Adam and Eve out of heaven, out of paradise, out of that garden, listen, because they realized they were sinners, had betrayed his only commandment, people. Listen, and you know what? He cast them out of paradise. And listen, most people, they'll stop right there. But what's important, brother? What did he do after he cast them out? He stuck a flaming cross, a sword at that gate. A sword looks an awful lot like a cross, don't it, brother? To guard it for all of time. People, the only way back into paradise is through that cross, Brother Mike. That's the only way. And you know, when I got back there the next day, go play, baby. When I got to work the next day, and I said, that's all I got for you. That's the best I can do. And I laid that out for him. And you know, it seems like that the stronger we get in our faith, and you know, the more wisdom or knowledge that we acquire, if that's what you want to call it, the more we're challenged, Brother Mike, on a regular basis, because the devil knows. Listen, you know, my dad always told me, he said, when you become a Christian, listen, that's when the true battle begins, because the devil will work on you. He'll use your every weakness against you, because, listen, he knows, listen, that he is your greatest adversary in this world. But you know what? I read a little story. Listen, back in 1772, there was a man, a preacher man, named Topley. Listen, and you know what? He was traveling through the land in Europe there, and a great storm came. Listen, they didn't have hotels and stuff like we do, but you know what? He looked for a little shelter, brother. Listen, and he seen a little cleft in a rock, a little cave. Listen, and you know what? He went and he sat out this little storm. People, while he was sitting in this little cave, he began to think about the Lord and the shelter he provides. And he looked around and found him a little piece of paper, and he wrote the song, The Rock of Ages, shelter me when storms come. People, there's gonna be some storms in this world here. There's gonna be a lot of battles, listen, and you know what? I've lost many of them. I have, Brother Mike. I've lost many battles along the way. I'll go home and I'll lay down at night and think, why did I do that? Why did I say that? I could have handled this better. But I don't mind losing some battles because I'm gonna win the war. Listen, when this life is over and I close my eyes in death, I'm gonna be like old Stephen and look to heaven. Behold, I see my Lord at the right hand of the Father.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to go. I'm willing to go. I'm so thankful to get to be here one more time. It seems like the older I get, the more responsibilities and burdens and things of this world we have that try to keep us from serving the Lord. But I do know, and I can tell you with great assurance that we serve a very merciful God. He knows each and every one of us. He knows your situation. He knows my situation. And you know, it seems like that a lot of churches nowadays, they'll have you a list of rules and regulations that you got to follow. And you stand out there at the front of the door and you post one on each side and you stop everyone that comes in here. And you lay that out in front of them and you ask them, do you meet those requirements? Can you follow these rules? You ask them and you see how full this building is. We'd be closing it up in a few months. Brother Josh, let's love one another, people. Let's serve one another. I don't stand up here to judge anyone. I can't because I know the kind of person I am, a filthy, wretched man. People, the only good thing about Jeremy was what happened in a basement back in 2003 when I was willing to lay my life down. Father, take me to heaven. Kill me. I'm a wretched man. If that's what it takes, you bring me home. Oh, death, where is thy sting? Oh, grave, where is thy victory? My Lord walked it up a lonely hill, and He nailed it to 2 cross timbers. People, there's the victory. There's the sting. He took in His hand. Brother Mike, you come on, I'll get out of the way. I felt awful good this morning. I love to serve my Lord. I love Him more than anything this world's got to offer. People, while we have breath and opportunity, take it and use it. People, we're not guaranteed anything. We're not guaranteed to see tomorrow. I'm not guaranteed to walk my babies out into the water one day. I'm not guaranteed to see them grow. People, that's why while I've got breath, I'm going to use it. I'm preaching a sermon to them. I may need you brothers to preach to my children. Listen, I may not be able to. We need to be about our Father's business. We don't have time to fool around. We don't have time to waste, people. We need to get ready. Come on, Brother Mike, speak a few minutes.